Welcome everyone, Tico Casamayor at the Strive305 Podcast. We are here today with a very smart, very intimidating guest. So I'm going to do my best to get you as much information as I can for you. But before we do that, and before we introduce her, let's say our thank yous to Mayor Levine Cava for giving us this vehicle. Thank you to Manny Sid, who is here with us today outside there helping others. Thank you to him for also allowing us to be here. Thank you to Wells Fargo for helping us fund our Strive305 hub.com. That's our website where we provide a lot of resources, which when you get finished here today, you're going to realize this is a resource for all of us and for all of you. And also thanks to the Hub Office Logic where we're at today. We're doing a remote podcast, and I'm without my co-host, Evans Augustine, which you may regret because he's the smarter, better looking, and more intelligent one. And he asked, but whatever, I'll do my best without him, but I will get him back for not being here with me today. Okay, so we have with us Katarina. Katarina, founder, CTO Doctor of your company name?
CTO Doctor.
CTO Doctor.
Yeah, this is the company name.
So she's the founder of this. I thought she was a CTO and a doctor, which you are, right?
I guess I am both. I'm diagnosing a lot of technology.
Excellent. Before you tell us what it is you do, I want you to do to them what you did to me. And tell us about your background, because very impressive and, again, intimidating. Go.
Yes. So my name is Katarina Sitnik. I spent about a decade in Silicon Valley, building startups, working with big companies like Apple. And I recently moved to Miami about a year ago and bringing all that knowledge here to entrepreneurs.
Very exciting. And you have an office here, right, at the Logic?
I work from the Hub.
At the Hub. Excellent. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to summarize what I think you do.
Okay.
And then you fill in all the blanks for the other smart people that are out there. And I'm going to use it based on me, like my company. I have a company, I have a printing company. And we are right now all over the place. You die if you have an embarrassment. I'm even embarrassed to tell you. So when I open up a job, I put it in a 3-ring binder. I list it in a list. I give it a number, I put it in there. Then I go to my QuickBooks file and I put it in my QuickBooks file. Then I go to a Google Docs that I have and I enter the number and the job and there, and then I have a little thing so it tells me the status where it's at for everybody to see. Then when it's done, we get that information and go back into QuickBooks to do the estimate, to send it to the client, to then get that back and then do an invoice. That's that part of it. And then the customer side of it, when we need to enter a client, we have to enter it in QuickBooks, we have to enter it in our CRM, and we have to enter, all these different things. So someone like you could help me fix all that, correct?
Yeah. So what you described is a lot of manual work that probably takes a lot of your time and is also...
I counted 6 touch points just to get a job open.
And if you make a mistake somewhere, that would be start over.
Everything's lost. Everybody's confused, and and it turns into a craziness. And a lot of times somebody doesn't update the one thing, so now everybody's lost. So it's a big mess for me. So what would I do? Come to you, or I'm coming to you? How can you help me?
Like I'm coming to you.
And teach us. It's very important for everybody to hear this, because for your small business, this kind of stuff is critical. It's called automation. It's
AI automation. AI is coming, right? The problem is people are busy doing their business as they should. They are not experts at automations, and they're also not experts in how to find the developers, to find agency or evaluate them. And let's say even somebody told you like, oh, you should go work with them. Let's say you started. How do you know if they're doing well? Like, how do you know if you're being overcharged? Is it supposed to take this long or not? So there's nothing really who would, no layer to advocate for you. So this is what I do, this is what CTO Doctor does. It is a platform and also service to represent you as a non-technical founder, whether you want to automate it for your own business or you want to, let's say it works for you, right? And it's amazing, you're very happy with that. Then you'd be like, hey, I actually know other businesses that have pretty much similar flow and they might benefit from it. So you might want to open it up to other businesses. And this is what tech startups do in Silicon Valley all the time. So I would guide you through that process on what to do in what order and help you bring the tech team together.
Wow. So basically, if I had an orchestra, you are my conductor.
Yes.
You would put it all together.
Yes.
If I tried to do it on my own, I'd have all these different people doing different things with no direction.
Yeah.
And who knows what's going to, nothing happens at the end.
And they're going to be pointing fingers on each other.
Right.
Of, it's not working, but there's nobody actually bringing it together. And you don't really know how it's supposed to work.
That is so crazy. We had a client, because we do marketing, so we were managing the marketing for a client. He was looking for you. I wish I would have known you.
Okay.
Because it was a medical company, and they were doing everything, if you can believe this, everything on Excel files. 5 different Excel files.
I can believe that, yeah.
To get the patient's information.
Yeah.
And then patient's information from the hospital, and on those 5 things, they would have people, 20 people, like entering all the information and hoping for that it works out the best. And he wanted to create an app for that, where the people can do it and enter it, and get the vitals, enter it, and it's on everything.
Yeah.
But then the plan wasn't just for that. The plan was afterwards to sell that application and turn that into a business center.
Nice, amazing.
Yeah, so the plan, but he's still doing it, but he's doing it on his own. Like, he's hiring developers overseas, and then the marketing over here. It's dangerous.
It is dangerous
and
because people
stressful.
Money.
You should see the screaming for the poor guy.
Exactly.
So so that's 100% exactly what you could do.
Yeah.
And then let me ask you: do you do small businesses, or do you only go work with big businesses? What's your range?
No, I now more passionate about the small businesses, because this is the kind of like where you either make it or you don't, right? Because once you're a little bit further along, it's more established. There are really, all the best practices for running the tech team, and you just hire people, and that's fine. It's in this initial phase where people usually look for a technical co-founder, at least in Silicon Valley, and they give away half of their company for somebody who has a lot of time, doesn't even have proper experience. But yeah, this stage from 0 to 1, that's what they call it there, from your idea to a solid product and the team that maybe right now he's hiring overseas, right, just to hustle, kind of bring together. But then once it's established, once he has product market fit, they call it, then he will bring in potentially local people and hire a local team. But I specialize in this first stage, where it's the most chaotic. People don't know what they're doing. It's usually the founder bringing it all together and like needs that, second pair of hands and more like the strategy brain.
It is very important, because people think they can do it themselves, and they have the knowledge.
They don't know.
Forget the knowledge. Let's say they have the knowledge, the time.
Yeah, the time
when you're running your own business, or when you're putting together your project.
Yeah. And I love, actually, that's why I love that I got out of Silicon Valley, because it's nice, the technology is great, but it's a bubble. It's a lot of also Stanford grads, coming up with problems that they know not much about, versus here more in real life. It's real problems, and people like your friend, it's amazing because they have the main expertise. They actually have customers paying, they have the process mapped out. So to me, that's the biggest value. Now converting that to a tech product, it's easier. It's
for
easier.
You it's easy,
for me it's easy, but
for you.
But actually, getting those customers and getting the pain points, that's the most complicated part. So I would love to bring the Silicon Valley expertise to get that last part and make it all scale.
Well, that's very exciting. I had no idea people like you existed. I thought it was only for the big, like you said, the big Silicon Valley companies and things like that.
Yeah, usually
you actually provide a very big, valuable service for all our Strive305 small businesses looking for help. Yeah, because not every business needs an application, but you think you don't.
Yeah.
But the best way to look at it is, and the way that I thought about it is, think about your company, whatever you're doing. If you're selling ice cream, if you're an Uber, like you said, or anything, how many touch points does it take to get from the order to the sale? Count that. You'd be surprised how many there are that you don't even realize.
And it's all the friction points to get the sale.
Yeah, and then all that is losing money. So you will let's say those 6 touch points that I have, just to get a job open, were eliminated into 1 or 2. How many more jobs can I open?
Yeah.
How much more production can I get out? How much more money will I make? Because what I was thinking is, what products do I eliminate from my company, stop doing them, because they don't make me enough money, because then it takes so much time.
Yeah, that's
I'll give you a perfect example. Here I go again. I start talking too much, but I can't. I love it. So I have one of my companies, a printing company.
Okay.
I can do a business card, or I can do a book.
Sure.
Or I do packaging for pharmaceutical company in large volumes, right? So the time that it takes me to open the ticket for a big book, $40,000, $50,000 job, is the same time it takes me to do it for a $50 business card. But I don't want to say no to the $50 business card, because who knows, that could become a big client. But it's the same exact cost, so it becomes frustrating. And then the cost for doing a business card, if you try to charge what it actually costs, is ridiculous because, hey, I can order it online for $30.
Yeah.
Get it? So that's what you've got to think about. And if you see that problem, reach out to Katarina. Yeah. That's what you got to do. And she's a sounding board too, right? You're like a therapist. You could be our
I am like therapist, like a doctor. I do diagnostic and then prescribe you things to do afterwards. And I'm going to use you, and you might tell me, hey, you're at the best. You're 6 points. You can't get any better. Yeah.
I mean, I know in my case I can. Because it's ridiculous. The things that we do, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, the clarity is important.
But that's what you're perfect for, like a soundboard. And then if they need you, then you decide.
Yeah, because like right now, I actually started doing clarity workshops here at the Hub.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you're familiar with Alex Hormozy. Like he has all these books and supporting small medium businesses. So, and we are following him. I'm giving out books, by the way.
Nice.
And it's about getting clarity, because a lot of times people come even to me and they say like, oh, we need to fix this. And I'm like, that's not your biggest problem, like just working and putting more technology on, a lot of times it doesn't solve the problem. At the end of the day, it's your bottom line, it's growing the business, and it might be in the lead generation, it might be in the delivery system or conversion. So before you even get to technology, it's very important to understand why you're doing it, right? Mm-hmm. What exactly is going to be the metric that's going to affect your bottom line once you implement it. So yeah, the clarity is first.
Very true. Even you skipped one, customer service.
Yeah.
The answering of the phone when somebody calls versus going to an automated system.
Mm-hmm.
We used to always answer the phone. And then I lost a couple of employees. I go, you know what? I'm just going to put it on automated and have an automated system. Hi, if you want to reach this person, press once.
Right.
Everybody's upset. Everybody's like, oh, I hang up because I don't even want to go through that.
Yeah.
So that was a big mistake. But now you can do auto AIs to answer the phone as realistic as possible, at least to give someone to talk to where they can respond. Oh, you want to talk to, let me transfer you over to him. Instead of the automated, if you want to dial one, that's something I want to implement.
Yeah.
Instead of bringing in, because that's 24 hours, all languages.
Yeah.
Those are kind of things that you can help.
Working for you. Exactly.
Find the right person to create that.
Yeah.
For the company.
And even for you're saying that was a mistake, but a lot of times I see founders when they go in for the tech company and they say, oh, we need this. And the company will never tell you, don't build it. They will be like, oh, great, billable hours, let's build it as big as possible.
Even if they don't know what they're doing, if they've never done it before, they'll figure out a way, they'll just bill you for it and learn with you.
They will never tell you like, hey, how about we build the smallest version possible for you to install and test if people even need it, or people are gonna be pissed off. So, right, like so that if it's if it's a mistake, it's a small mistake and not a big one.
Right.
So that's where the strategy, comes
in. All right, you're welcome, because look what I brought to you today. So you're welcome to everybody. Tell us, how can everybody before we say goodbye, tell us how they can get a hold of you.
Sure, they can email me, Katarina at CTODoctor.com. They can come to the Hub here. It's a wonderful place. We have here
really cool place.
founder accountability circles and clarity workshops. So,
okay, so say the email again.
Yes.
Katarina with a K.
Kateryna
at C as in cat, T as in Tom, S as in Sam.
CTO.
No, CTO. C as in cat, T as in Tom, O as in Oscar.
Orange,
Studio.
Doctor.com.
See, I say it wrong every time. That's why I wanted to repeat it. CTO Doctor.com.
Yes.
All right, that's how you know. I can't do anything else. It's next steps up to everybody out there. Give her a call, and if she'll probably be at my place, but she'll call you afterwards. Thank you, Katarina.
Thank you
Pleasure.
so
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us at this Strive305 Hub mini podcast.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.